Good day everyone, Brad here with yet another 89 Batmobile alternate build. This time it is not Batman themed, this is my fifth thing, but this time we're looking at KITT, the Night Industry 2000s from Knight Rider. One of my favorite 80s TV shows, so let's take a look at this thing in detail. And here we are with KITT. Now the main point of this video is to show you some better angles and views of this model, and I'd like to show you some of the features included as well, and to give an explanation about some of it. This thing is really heavy. Now for starters, I'd like to apologize because my camera is not very good at autofocus and I can't do it manually, so if it looks blurry, that's why. Now with this being an alternate build of the 89 Batmobile, I had to make some compromises in some places. Straight away, the one that's pretty obvious to any Knight Rider fans would be the interior. I couldn't do tan because there just simply wasn't enough pieces, but I did do dark gray. And this is a real Firebird color. I used to have an 89 Firebird, and the interior was indeed a dark gray, very much like this one. We'll look more on the interior in a little bit. And the other compromise is the back wheels. Now, the front and back wheels should be roughly the same. Maybe the back wheel could be bigger, but due to this, I had to kind of expand the wheel arches. So you'll notice the back one a little bit bigger, and the back tire is bigger as well. But as a result, it does help give it that stance from the front. So you'll see it kind of sits a little bit lower because of that. Those were the two big compromising points I kind of had to deal with in order to make this thing happen. Now, starting with the back, it all kind of comes together. We've got the little wing in the back. The Knight license plate is nothing there, of course. Again, alt build. But feel free to customize that if you are interested in the instructions and want to make this build. I've got the tailpipes here, and for the taillight blackout, I would have preferred to use like a one of the dark clear pieces over like a yellow or a red light behind it. But I think this turned out pretty well, and it just so happens there was only two of this color of this piece in the entire Batmobile build, so I knew it was meant to be. So I think it turns out pretty okay considering that's all I could use for taillight blackout. One thing that made it a little odd is in the back here. It seems like it's just missing a part, but that's because it's one curved piece of glass right here. So I kind of almost wanted to put like a beam here just to give it some kind of structure, some curvature, some definitive angle. But I'd rather not do that because that's not how the car really is. In reality, there would be glass there, but I had to leave negative space where glass would be. Now that goes for the T-tops as well. You'll see it's just negative space in there because there's not enough glass pieces for the 89 Batmobile to do anything about it. Inside, we've got two chairs, and they can be adjusted slightly, but they don't exactly look the best when they're pushed back. So you can move it a little if you would like. Now for the interior, I'll try to do this as best I can here. Again, if it doesn't focus, sorry about that. But you've got the steering wheel. Got the kind of voice modulator here in the center. Yeah, I just can't get this to focus. The monitor is over here on the side, and it kind of wraps around. And you've got that space on the other side where it kind of pops out in the center there for that bottom center console. So I couldn't do too much on the inside. Oh, and also I should point out there are back seats, but the front seat doesn't pull down. So there are back seats kind of hidden in the back there. Now, for the front, this is the part I paid the most attention to and tried to get knocked out first so I can get it as accurate as I could. For the scanner, this was my only option as far as pieces that seemed reasonable with this kit. You'll see below, I've got some of the yellow kind of lights that are up in the front. In the instructions, I actually have 6 of them. I just didn't bother putting the other 2 in here. And then the headlights, as a little bonus, can go up as well. Now in the show, there was only one episode that I could recall where it had the headlights up, and I think they were like police police colors. So just a fun little bonus there. The pop-up headlights. And that is pretty much it for this KITT build. Alright, that is going to do it for this 89 Batmobile rebuild into KITT. This one was really fun to make. This is definitely my biggest one that I've done so far. As far as the cars go, it took a little bit longer than the others. This one took about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Instructions will be available on Rebrickable, and once those are up, I will put a link in the description down below to them if you are interested. And if you have any questions about the instructions or the build in general, feel free to let me know. But that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.